Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Ashley.
I'm Sarah.
Thanks for joining us.
And if you're enjoying these videos, give us a like and subscribe so you can keep seeing all the goodness.
Yes, we would appreciate that so much. New fresh faces.
With new fresh faces, a big week of skin treatments.
Yeah, yours is healing really nicely.
Basically, it's like nothing happened other than my skin's broken out separately, but we want to test them out. So Carrie came on to teach us all about the different skin treatments and then was nice enough to say, come on in and try them yourselves.
Yes.
So I got the Photorejuvenation for all of my freckles.
That's right. And I had microneedling. We both got dermaplaning as well as
Yes.
like a prep right before so that our skin was very exfoliated. All the vellus hairs, is that how you say it?
Yeah, I've never had that before. I find it weird to not have hair on my face. I loved it. Ash, tell us about your experience because you went first.
Yeah, so my procedure treatment was about 90 minutes. So it started out with getting the dermaplaning done. So Carrie removed all the vellus hair off my face and then she put numbing cream on, which I had to sit with saran wrap on my face for 30 minutes, which was the most painful part for me, just to like sit and wait. But they do that with the saran wrap so that the ointment doesn't dry out. So it stays nice and moist, numbs your face. She takes that off and then she gets right in there with the needle, which is crazy. Then that actual needling part was about 30 minutes as well. So she kind of like takes her time going over your forehead, goes down here, your cheeks, does not do your nose, and then does your lip, like around your lip and your chin area. So I was extremely red right after, which you'll see, and for a few days after.
And with hickeys. You had hickeys on your forehead.
Yeah, so you can see it here. I do have a scar from when I was younger. And she really kept like pressing, and I think she changed the depth of what the needle could go and kind of like pressed on this area.
But your scar looks so much better. And
It's
that's
a bit
one of
smoother.
the things. It looks a lot
It's definitely smoother. It's not super obvious. You can kind of see it there. But I think after 2 or 3 treatments is what she recommended, that it will even be more smooth.
So what were your day experiences like?
So right after, I was so red. It definitely looks way worse, I think, than it actually feels. It doesn't hurt as much as it looks like it would. Day 2, I woke up, I was like, holy shit. My face was so red. I was gonna hold up this container, but like bright red. And then I had a couple calls. I did put some pressed powder, some Jane Iredale pressed powder foundation, which actually did help take away the redness a lot. And then day 2, still pretty red. And then it just all of a sudden, day 3, I woke up and it was significantly less red.
So much better.
Yeah, even this area that had that red dot and almost looked like a little hickey bruise had faded probably by 40%.
Yeah, you looked like normal day 3.
Yeah.
And now your skin looks really good.
Yeah.
Like, and I can tell there's it isn't as pigmented on your forehead. And
no, I know it definitely. And I put like a little bit of BB cream on earlier, and like this area was quite pigmented just from obviously like the sun over time, and it definitely has smoothed out.
And it's so bright.
There's still just a bit of redness under the eye, but she did go really, really strong because I do have some pigmentation under there.
So I've never gotten any facial treatments done before, and it's not something that I've like thought of really until we got Carrie on, because that's one of the reasons we had her on the podcast was to learn. But I'd be interested in getting the microneedling done after learning about it.
And we had a few people actually that we know that reached out to us that said they'd love it and get it done. But it is kind of, I don't know, you do need 2 days of kind of downtime as Carrie refers. So that's what that really means, is kind of just, keeping your skin hydrated, which might mean wearing less makeup and doing things. Because I did wear it for a bit, took that off so I could put the hydrogel and cream on throughout the day. So let it heal. You're healing from the inside out. Tell us about yours, Sarah. So Sarah went after.
I got the Photorejuvenation, which we don't have a video of because you can't take a video of the laser going. Or the light. I don't know what it is. It's not a laser. It's a light. So I have a lot of freckles, which you can kind of see still anyways. And I'll always have those. Like, that'll never go away. But so she did it. It hurt. when I got it done. It didn't feel, it wasn't bad, like unbearable, but it was definitely like you were alert, and there it clicks before it goes. So every time I was jumping, yeah, and it did zap when so she switches the size of them. It, like, I would do it again. It didn't, and I am gonna do it again. It wasn't like, I've had laser done in my bikini, and that was terrible, and I don't wish that feeling on anyone.
That's worse.
And this was nothing. It wasn't even in the ballpark. Like, I would do this any day. It was fine.
And it didn't take that long, right?
No, it only took like 10 minutes, I think.
You can.
It was totally fine. Yeah, so she just went all over my face, and especially in areas where it's bad, like right here, I have a few big spots and like one above my eyebrow. But basically, day one, my skin was super sensitive after. It felt like I had a sunburn, but it looked good. Like, it was glowing when I finished.
Your hair looked great when you were first done.
And then that was the day of. So day one after, my skin was really sensitive. Like, even if my hair was brushing on it, it like hurt. And my freckles were starting to get darker. And then day two, my skin wasn't sensitive anymore. It felt tight the first 2 days, and I was just putting hydrogel on like 3 times a day just to hydrate. And
you kind of feel when you need it. You can also
it gets like
your
tight
skin is dry
and hot. Yeah. And then so the second day after is when my freckles got the darkest, and it was like all here and over in my forehead here. It was kind of like pigmented, but it looked really pixelated. Like, it was very interesting. It wasn't like they weren't perfect.
So much.
No, and then so day 3 it kind of looked the same. Day 4 and 5 everything started falling off, and like you'll see the photos, but there's really not much. It kind of just looks normal again now. Yeah. And so that was really quick. Like, I didn't even wear face makeup all week, and it was fine. Like, I didn't have to.
Yeah, you just look kind of more summer
like
freckle.
Yeah.
Where mine was terrifying.
I was really happy because I do have a lot of freckles, so getting photorejuvenation was good because I do have a bunch of sun damage and like really how you see it is my freckles are melding together. So I'm excited for that to be gone because I've been noticing it more like here and here, and it's been bothering me. So I'm so happy to have them not there anymore.
No, and that's why we want to have Carrie on to like actually learn. You probably see on YouTube other videos, and you hear about all these treatments. But we really wanted to dive in and like do it ourselves and document our whole process. And I would do both. I've had photorejuvenation years ago, but I would definitely do both of them in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing I learned from Carrie, which was interesting, is like a bunch of the procedures or the treatments do the same thing, and you just get to choose which one makes the most sense for you. I'm interested in doing the microneedling in the future. I think that would be cool.
We should get it done the same time. So that you can be, yes, we can be read together.
Hibernate. I love that.
Oh my gosh. But definitely go to someone that has a good reputation. That would be my biggest advice, that has done it for a long time, has proper training, because you are using needles and you are using a laser, and you want to make sure that someone knows what they're doing, because would not be fun if you got like some type of problem on your face after.
Dear God, no.
No, we're not into that.
Enjoy. Let us know what your questions are and what treatments you guys are going to get done in the comments.
Yeah. Are you ready?
I'm so excited. And
we
afraid.
are at Vibe. Here's our natural look, Sarah.
20 minutes.
That's awesome.
Yours is about an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. So come on in.
Are you gonna stick around with me, Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can come in for this part and.
I'm scared. Not scared of the procedure, but just like scared of the after.
Scared of the after? Won't be too bad. I'll be gentle on you.
Different than a skin lifting peel because we are not actually removing any of your skin. We are just needling into it, creating a wound response that way, unlike peels that actually settle into the skin and cause the skin to visibly peel off. That doesn't happen with microneedling. The redness is the same and there is downtime, but it's using an entirely different mechanism of action, but to create a similar result. So this is a little bit of downtime, but nothing that mineral makeup won't cover up.
So you can put makeup on over
Oh,
top
mineral
of it.
makeup or high quality makeup like Jenny Arnell? Absolutely. It's beauty.
Like it just looks so clean. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm gonna turn this on a little for you, Jill. Hold that for me.
Crazy.
So this
And I don't
alone,
consider myself a hairy person, really.
You're
no,
not.
everyone has vellus hair. This treatment alone is going to give you beautiful radiance. It really will allow your products to penetrate a lot more evenly and better at home. Makeup goes on beautifully. So we do a lot of dermaplaning here.
What's the saran wrap for?
When we include, so if the numbing cream was in an ointment base, almost like a Vaseline base, then
Okay.
you don't need to include it. But when it's a cream, it tends to dry out too
Okay.
fast and it'll stop working.
We'll miss you, Ash.
Good luck.
I'm
You
ready.
look great.
What's that?
You look great.
Thank you.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just prep you with a toner gun. Just wanna make sure there's nothing on the surface of your skin. I basically love anything with pigment. So if you had foundation on that has pigment in it and I didn't get it off properly, then my light's gonna seep that out and it potentially cause some issues.
Okay.
So this is basically called broadband light photorejuvenation. Broadband light is the same thing as intense pulse light. It's just a different brand of equipment. So this is called the Cyton BBL, and we basically are using specific filters of light to target red and brown discoloration in the skin. So it's not painful. It's just quite warm. That's all.
I just always say a little bit of discomfort, but not pain.
Not much. So really light.
Oh, this is fun.
Some of her, now she has freckles, so that's normal, that's her genetic makeup. You probably had freckles as a kid,
Yeah.
correct?
My
Okay.
whole life.
So freckles get worse in the sun, but then they tend to lighten up in the winter, colder season. But what's happening with Sarah's skin is that some of her freckles are starting to form larger areas of pigment. So that's really sun-induced, which photorejuvenation will really help to affect. Her normal freckles will always come back. But we're really looking to even out the skin tone of potential pigmentation caused more from sun damage. So she's ready.
We're all set, guys. I'll let you know how it goes.
It's getting all that gel out.
So how was it?
It was better than I expected.
Wasn't too bad, eh?
I was very jumpy, but it
Yeah.
wasn't actually that painful.
It's the light that
It is
makes
the
you
light.
jump.
Yeah. But it wasn't as uncomfortable as I thought it would be.
We can't get everything in one treatment. So we treat the surface pigmentation, that clears away, and then the light gets a bit deeper next time. That's why everything like this has to be done in a series, because pigment and issues caused by the sun or sun damage is layered in the skin. It's not all sitting on the surface, gone in one shot. That's just not how pigment works. So that's why we need to do a few treatments. So we're going to get Sarah booked in again in about 3 to 4 weeks. And I'll finish up her 3 sessions.
Ash, are you ready for your microneedling?
I'm really ready. I feel like numb actually.
Oh,
Your skin looks good. It doesn't look like anything right now.
it's gonna be looking hilarious soon.
So when we do the microneedling, we obviously want to use very sterile needles. So they come out of a sterile
see.
package here. Sometimes they're so hard to get into with gloves on. And the needles that we use, basically, see how tiny?
Crazy.
There's 12 little tiny needles here, and then they penetrate in and out of the skin hundreds of times per second.
Oh my god. They're so
Probably,
tiny.
yeah, they are. So then they go into our little device, and then everything is sealed and very sterile. We are ready to get started. So I'm actually going to leave the numbing on the areas that I'm not yet needling, just to make sure that once I get there, you're still really numb. So we're going to start on the forehead.
So you don't take the numbing cream off or anything, you just go right over it?
No, I'm going to be removing it as I go. Yeah. So I'm using a topical antibacterial. Make sure we have a very, very pure environment before we needle. This is just something called stanhexidine. So it ensures that there's nothing on the surface that I need to worry about when I start needling her skin. So we're gonna start you on a 0.5 millimeter. Get my pen running.
And the goal is to draw blood.
Yes, pinpoint bleeding.
Here we
We
go.
always
Anna.
start-
I got you.
We always start on the
My
0.5.
hands are cold. I've had tattoos. This is just.
Just gonna keep holding your hand.
Are you all set?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna start.
I feel nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
It looks so cool.
So we're getting some pinpoint bleeding. That's what we want to see. That's what will initiate the wound healing response in the skin. So the primary benefit of microneedling is collagen stimulation. Also, she's got a good little scar here.
I can feel
So
the blood a lot more, yeah.
we want to really work in that. I'm actually going to go a bit deeper into that scar tissue. So I'm going to go into my 1 millimeter depth just here for a minute, okay? You might feel this.
Yeah, it's all good.
So I know that that's going to initiate the formation of new skin. That's how we can help with scar tissue, is by breaking up the scar and then re-stimulating new skin. So there, that's about as deep as we want to go.
So could you use this for like other body parts?
Yes, you
For
can
scarring
needle
and
anything.
stuff?
Yeah. Now I want to use the existing blood that's there to needle. If it's there, I'm going to use it because it contains growth factors.
Right.
So it's really great to use your blood. Now she's going to get quite a little hickey where I treated on her scar.
The side face.
So when would I come in for the second treatment? After like how soon?
About 6 weeks from now. So I'm going to start you here.
Almost like tickles in the nose. It feels like.
You're feeling more of vibration. Seeing the blood means that we're going to get a good endpoint. Yes, we only need to achieve pinpoint bleeding to initiate the wound response. However, I feel with my experience that I get great results with the needle depth of about 1 millimeter, and the more that we see the blood, the better for your treatment. We're going to put on for you. It's going to be nice and soothing, cooling, and really help with that. But again, and we'll make sure everything's cleaned up.
Wow.
But you will like bony areas like the forehead and the orbital area here, and anywhere I went a little more intensely. It's not uncommon to see like a hickey like response there.
Did it hurt, Ash? Tell us.
No, it started to in some areas at the end, like more like stinging. I don't know.
Your
Wow.
skin right now should feel really hot.
Yeah, it feels a little tight. Like I feel like I just got fresh Botox.
Pulse.
Yeah. It just feels a little warm and tight.
Can you tell with my glasses on what side is that? Yeah. All right, this is gonna feel weird until I model it properly. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Sarah, are you familiar with this?
I am. So my face broke out. Not this one, obviously. These ones wouldn't do
She
that.
had a dermatitis from a sheet mask.
A cheap one.
A sheet.
Okay, so we just finished. Sarah looks perfect.
I look my most beautiful. So do you, Ashley.
I've got a bit of redness, which Carrie's very happy about because that means there's a good response
Good
happening.
wound healing response.
This is the hickey caused by Greg Sampson.
Yeah, we're fixing 30 years later.
Of scarring. I had the Photorejuve. My face is just a little warm. It feels a little tight, but it's not
You
like.
can see the pigment starting to really darken up there, and it'll be darker tomorrow.
Well, stay tuned. We will show you what we look like tomorrow and the next few days.
And the Photorejuve didn't hurt. I was comfortable
Good.
and all good. A little stinging, but all good.
Not bad. All right. Stay tuned. All right. Stop number 2, post Vibe.
Chicken burger.
How do you actually flip this around? Do you know?
You can't.
No.
Coming in
What'd you get?
hot.
What'd you order?
A chicken burger, onion rings, and fries.
We're coming in hot. We're driving. We're driving right up.
This is terrible lighting. But how was it?
It's good. I mean, I'm gonna be less red tomorrow, but I'm red right now, which is fine.
Did you feel any of it?
A little bit, I did. Only like here, where it's extra red, but I did have more pigmentation there.
Yeah.
So, and it's sensitive by your eye, but not like, forehead was good.
I thought I was gonna look like you.
You're just gonna be.
I had a facial.
No, you're just like, these spots are just gonna turn like black.
They're just starting to come out. But mine hurt a little.
Don't pick them.
But it didn't. I'm not going to.
No, but I've had it done before, and you're tempted sometimes to just like flake it off, but it will scar.
I'm not gonna pick them. It was hot, not hot, but I could feel it. Obviously, I was jumpy when it was happening, but it didn't hurt. But it like a few spots, it stung for a second, then it went away. But all good now. I feel like nothing.
Okay, it's the morning after, day 2. Here's what we're dealing with. Again, it looks, I think, a lot scarier and more sore than it actually is. It really doesn't feel like anything. A little bit tight, but nothing too crazy. I just did a cleanse, put some hydrogel, some cream or toner cream to keep everything really well hydrated. I have a little bit of eye makeup on, but I don't have anything on my face yet. I may try some Jane Iredale press powder, mineral press powder, a bit later, because I do have 3 video calls for work. I was just talking to Sarah. I may try and rock this hat with my outfit so that it disguises it a little bit. And I think that this lighting in my bathroom makes me look even redder. Anyways, so far so good. Stay tuned. All right, so it is Wednesday morning. I had microneedling done on Monday. So it's starting to be a little less red still, where she worked extra hard on my scar, and some pigmentation is still pretty red. I'm starting to get a little bit dry. I just put some cream on, but it doesn't feel that tight. I'll keep putting some hydrogel on it throughout the day.
Guys, this is the second morning after the photo rejuve, so you can see my freckles. Guys, this is the second morning after the photo rejuve, so you can see my freckles are very dark, but especially up here, it's like it's starting to look like I have dirt on my face.
All right, here is day 4. I'm not gonna wear any makeup today. I might put a little mascara on, but it's definitely improving. We're starting to see some peeling a little bit more, but the redness is definitely, and inflammation has chilled out. But I'm gonna wear this toque today and my mask, and I'll probably be okay.
All right, guys, it's Sunday. It's been almost a week since I had the photo rejuve done. There's just a couple little spots here that haven't flaked off yet, but this was the side I've been taking photos of the whole time along, and you can see like it's so clear through here now, which is amazing. Also over here, I used to have like a big sun damage spot, but it's gone. So I'm very, 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 very amped.